This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, miniatures, and paints, discount prices at miniaturemarket.com.
Okay. Hi everybody, welcome to the Megacon 2015 wrap-up show. Yes, I'm being attacked by puppies because they love when... Oh my god. Yes, it wouldn't be a stream unless... Well, it's not a stream, this is just a taping, but I'll leave this in. Huh, girls. But anyways, we're going to take a look at all the stuff and I'll give my final thoughts on Megacon and how much fun we had. As you know, if you watch any of our live streams or anything like that, you know these dogs drink all the time and they make a lot of noise. But let's get to it. All the stuff that I got from Megacon. We'll start with the books, because after all, it was supposed to be a comic thing. I love these omnibuses, so I've got a bunch of them. I got the Fantastic Four one. I believe these are the last stories of the Fantastic Four. I don't know why they canceled that book. I think it had something to do with Sony, to be honest with you. I got the Heroic Age, the Avengers Heroic Age, another omnibus. I love these. I like to have everything kind of condensed because it makes it easier for me to read. I have thousands and thousands and thousands of the comic books, but I just don't take them out of the storage and out of the boxes and everything like I used to. And to find things, well, I have everything categorized, but I do like to have these in my reading room, should we say. But I got the end. It's a Thanos story. You know, especially with everything going on. I've got a Captain America Masterworks, which chronicles the second part of the Masterworks of his first stories. Onslaught, the complete epic X-Men, which was pretty good. World War Hulk. I actually like this, and I'm looking forward to reading this again. Fear Itself. This is another good one. Now, I was arguing with myself and I wanted to get the Infinity Gauntlet Omnibus, but I did not. Instead, I just got this. It was cheap. It was $12 instead of paying $100 for the Omnibus. I really like this story, and I always like to keep it close. I love anything Jim Starling's did. Here is the first part of the Captain America Masterworks by Mr. Stan Lee. As you can see, it's very omnibus heavy here. Annihilation Quest, which has a whole bunch of cool stuff, and it's just everything all compact into one thing. Just something good to read. Secret Invasion. Got that. Here's a book that I actually didn't get a chance to read, which was The Internals by Neil Gaiman, and drawn by Johnny Romita. So, Romita, depending on how you want to say it. So I'm looking forward to taking a peek at this. Another book I missed out on, but I was able to get my hands on it pretty cheap. I think I paid $8 for it. Matter of fact, most of the stuff I paid like $10 for. Thanos, The Infinity Revelations. This is the final part of the Infinity series, so Jim Starling's a genius. I liked everything that he did. We wouldn't have all these movies if it wasn't for him, to be honest. And then I got another part of my Fantastic Four collection. This one chronicles 61 to 93 and annuals 5 to 7. So I have all the first couple of these, and now all I need is, I think they had one more out there, or two more out there that I want to get. Matter of fact, it all goes through the, I believe they did the John Byrne series too, which I want to get, but we'll save that. We have Megacon, we have a Wizard World coming here for the first time, so that'll be interesting. Now, boy, you could do some heavy lifting right there. Let's talk about movies, because that's where the heartbeat of stuff for me really lies. I am a big movie buff fan, especially a sci-fi movie buff and Japanese stuff. There were a couple things that I was missing and I was able to get my hands on. Dagora, don't mind the cat if she just shut up. Dagora, the space monster. I actually watched this in the hotel. It wasn't too bad. Wasn't that good either. This here is about 3 hours of just Godzilla and Toho trailers. So I was really excited about that. I love the old trailers. I like that kind of stuff. I got a Hammer horror film series collection, 8 movies. It has a couple of Draculas and some Frankenstein ones. I love Hammer movies. Really, really good. I've already watched this twice. Shin Godzilla. I love this. I love it. A little different twist on him, but sometimes that's what he needs. And but it kind of stayed true, and I really, really enjoyed that a lot. Now I got the Magic Serpent, which is another Japanese classic. How can you go wrong with that? With monsters and serpents flying around. Ray Harryhausen. I ended up getting this cheap 20 Million Miles to Earth in Blu-ray. So I got to start converting things over to Blu-ray eventually at some point. I opened this. So last night I've just been watching movies. The Mysterions. I did not have that. I'm shocked. But I was so happy to get my hands on this. Anytime that you have people coming down from another planet and saying basically, hey, we're your friends, but we're not, or we're going to stab you in the back. Awesome. Godzilla 1984. This is the actual Japanese version. I have the American version. I'm weird. I like the Japanese versions. Another collection of some Hammer films. These were a couple other ones. The Gorgon, which I didn't have, and a couple other ones that were in there. Dr. Jekyll I didn't have, so I'm kind of excited to squeeze those in there. The entire series of Mystery Science Theater 3000. This is the new series that's on Netflix, so we're going to give that a roll. I checked out Reptilicus. It wasn't bad. I think they did a very nice job with it. The Giant Majin. You gotta have that. And it also comes with the Return of the Giant Majin. Very cool. Now I have every Doctor Who film known to man or series, but sometimes I just like to watch some things with the Daleks or the Cybermen. The Cybermen I actually have over there, and it's playing actually. But I just forgot to bring it over here, but I also bought this collection of everything that the Daleks ever did. So this massive collection where I can just, I want to watch a Dalek episode from any of the Doctors. Boom, they're all there. So I'm excited about that. And then I got something that I didn't even know existed, but I'm very excited about. And that is a trilogy of Hammer films from Japan. Yes. They made some Dracula, I'm going to throw something at you in a minute. Gotta love that cat. I made some Dracula movies that are actually from Japan, so that's really, really cool. And what else did I get? Well, my daughter was telling me that my bank was too small because I have a Godzilla and a Doctor Doom bank. So I went and I got the Infinity Gauntlet Bank. This thing holds a ton of money, which is really cool. And matter of fact, I got a pocket full of change. And you can watch me just put it. It's probably going to be about $200 by the time I fill it, which is pretty cool. Of course, what can you do without getting some Godzilla stuff? And I didn't bring everything over here, but Emiko. Oh, Steve, Emiko. Had to get her to add to my collection. I got a newer Godzilla for my collection. I was missing a couple of these, so I got this one, which I was missing. And I got this one that I was missing. I really love those figures. I love when they have those stands. Then I just decided to get some random figures here. I got a couple in bags. I got a Space Godzilla, which I needed to add to my collection. And Gigan, how can you go wrong? But the one that I really like is I got Shin Godzilla, and I've got to put it together and find space for it. I got a couple other different size Godzillas, but they were just plastic, so I didn't bring them on to show you guys. So that's everything I got from Megacon, so I'm pretty excited about it, and it's pretty cool load of stuff, I think. We had a good time. I hate when they do it in the other concourse. Our hotel got screwed up, so we ended up in a different hotel, but that was okay. It was kind of just unusual not to stay at the Horizon that we like, but we stayed at a Hilton and it was okay. It was in a different venue. From what I heard, this is the last one that they're going to have at the convention center. At least that's the rumor I heard, and that'll be kind of depressing if that's the point, because I've taken my daughter since she was in second grade, so it's always been her and I little event that we always do, and this was the first year I tried dressing up a bit. So we had a really good time with it, and we really enjoyed ourselves. And you know, as usual, it's now it's Memorial Day weekend, but it originally started back in February, and they slowly moved it up to Memorial Day. There's another one in Tampa in September. We're having Wizard World here in August, and then Metrocon. So we'll have taped stuff from all those. So I'm excited about that, and we will keep on with our pop culture things. And just to have them in there. We won't overrule our channel. Of course, this is a gaming channel, a painting channel, and so forth and so on. But it's always fun to do this because it's something we've done every year, and we've done it for the last 3 years, is tape our adventures, and you can see how things have progressed. And the quality's gotten better, which is most important. So that's it for this year's Megacon 2017. We had a great time. We got some great stuff. Victoria got some really cool stuff. We're going to work on some different cosplays, and I'm going to work on something very cool. I want to say hi to Mike and Wayne, who I saw there. They were very nice, and a few other people that were nice enough to stop and say hello and say how much they love the channel. And thank you guys. It means a lot, and it's just really nice to meet some people and take some pictures. So, until next time, I'm Rob Warren. We'll see you soon.